Hi, I'm Phil, and today we're going to have a look at the M5Stack ASR unit. So this is all about speech control, and what it does is shown in the description here. So if we open it up, this is what it looks like. It has a speaker and microphone on board, and you can connect it to one of the M5Stack computers, or any other computer for that matter, uh, with a UART interface. So it will recognize up to 42 words which are built in, and you can extend that to a maximum of 300 instructions. So the cost-wise, $7.50. And you can use this in applications like an AI assistant, using your voice to turn on lights, air conditioners, fans, and so on, just by commands. And I'll be using it for robotic control. So I can talk to my robot to stop, go forward, turn left, turn right, just with my voice commands. So what it has, a smart neural network computer built in, and it has audio circuitry with a microphone and a speaker uh, built in, and it also has noise reduction. And you can program this device using a couple of platforms, the Arduino IDE or the UIFlow version 2. UIFlow version 1 is not available at the moment. Okay, so let's have a look at it. And it uses the CI O3T neural network processor. And to actually have a look at it, it's a 32-bit processor with DSP added instructions and enough memory for us to get going. So we can either wake it up with a UART serial communications command, or a keyword which we can speak. And we've already seen the audio. So the schematic of it is quite simple. It all happens in that chip, the CI O3T. And here we can see the speaker and the microphone on our diagram. So let's go across. We've already mentioned the software. So let's have a look. Software-wise, you can load firmware into it, and you can add extra commands. But doing so is actually quite complex, and you have to go across and register an account. And the website is in Chinese, so that might stop a few of us from going much further. But if you do go further, you'll be able to see what's in the firmware, and there's a JSON command there that has all the pre-configured words that it can recognize. And to do that, you'd need a bit of extra hardware, just a little bit extra, so you can program it. So I'm not going to attempt that. That's quite complex. And if you wanted to go beyond the 42 words, this is how you would go about that. The alternative is just to use the 42 words, and there are tutorials and a library available that supports in the Arduino IDE. I'm going to use the UIFlow, and only version 2 is available at the moment. So let's have a look at the project. My latest project is this one here, and looking at it on my desktop, I'm using a Windows PC for programming and downloading the code, and my unit is mounted on a Lego board. So here it is here, the speech control unit. On the left, we've got our M5Stack Core3 computer, and there's a Grove cable connected to port C, and that goes to our ASR unit, which is on the right. And this is the messages which I've painted on the screen, and those messages will change depending on the voice command. So the objective here is to test if the ASR unit responds to my voice commands and show the command number and the command word on the LCD or the Core3. So I'm using the ASR unit and the Core3, and here's my software. One of the first things I'm going to do after bringing up the UIFlow on a Chrome browser is to paint the screen. And this is what the user interface looks like. Under Resources, I'm going to select Unit, and the unit that I'm going to select is the ASR, and that will go on to port 3. And all of that has been programmed already for me. Code-wise, here's the code for the program, and we might go across now and have a look at that. Okay, to get the software working, go across to the M5Stack and select Software. And when you do that, you'll be prompted to select either UIFlow 1 or UIFlow 2. So we're going to select UIFlow 2, and the screen will look like this. And what we do is we're going to cancel all that. It's already coming up with a default for the M5Stack Core3. And what we want to do is add the unit. Scroll right down to the bottom, because this is the last unit that's been added, and it already configures it for port C. So you'll have to make sure your Core S3 or Core 3 computer has a support. So you might have to add an additional module to get port C. Okay, so I've already pre-configured this, but the way you'd go about that is to put a label in, and you can put titles. We're going to put 4 of those in our program, and you can either do it here or alternatively go to the expanded screen and you can fill in the details here. So what I've done, I've already pre-configured this. So here's my program, and it's very simple. On the right, we've got the loop, and we've got a special routine when it recognizes the hello command. On the left, we've got the setup. So it initializes the ASR unit. And on the right, in the main loop, all we're simply doing is responding to commands which are recognized by the ASR unit and putting the message on the labels on our screen. So the software is quite simple. It's just a basic test, and it worked. This is the M5Stack Core3 computer, and it's connected on port B, the UART port, to a ASR unit, which is a speech control unit, and we'll give it a test at the moment. There's a program loaded with the UIFlow, and we're about to test the operation of the program. M5.
I'm here.
Up.
Okay.
Down.
Okay.
Turn left.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Turn right.
Okay.
Forward.
Okay.